Hello, here is another AYD League game, quite exciting, where white won by 3.5. Well, white got this top right corner, and in exchange, black just captured a few stones on the side. Black missed an opportunity to kill the middle dragon, and also in the top left corner, white could actually make twice. So white doesn't have to resign to pass right now and count the score. So when black passed, white could go down in the top left corner. If black takes away the second die at d19, white can descend again. Now there is no way for black to capture these guys, because it's a self-atari. So this means black has to capture the two stones, and then white descends and lives in the top left corner, and now white wins the game pretty big. But early on, black had a pretty good Fuseki and a much better middle game, and the top right corner fight decided the game. So yeah, this kick, it's already questionable. The AI likes this move because later on white still has a chance to come inside with a move like h2, but in general it's not a great kick for white, especially when black has so much open space to extend ideal. So it's preferred to play calm like this, and then it's much easier to invade the bottom when black extends loose, or consider a pincer, or just attack the lower right corner, either p3 or p4. So it's more interesting for white to ignore and be more aggressive than play a kick like this. So black feels very comfortable with the extension at k4 now. White invades the top right corner. That's a very modern way of playing. Old school would be to split the side or play a Kakaria corner approach to prevent the Shimari and see how black reacts. And if black plays a pincer, then just discard the bottom stone and develop the right side. So this way white gets a few moves in a row on the right side, just giving p3 as bait. Anyway, Sansan invasion, nothing wrong with this. Then a basic Joseki. Now black extends to the middle of the side. Black can consider a Sansan invasion too, and also simply take a Shimari p3 or p4 or o4, and then when white comes in the middle, black can play some moves in the top right corner like Hane, and then this inside cut, or a Kosumitsuke like this to see whether white wants to extend or block. And then of course again, black can Hane, inside cut, or double Hane. But black can just leave the position like this. After white reacts, black will extend r12 or attack from r8 and then come out with the top right corner group. That's a very flexible, it's a very resilient group of stones, this p16 wall. Anyway, nothing wrong to play to the middle of the side because the wall makes more sense like this. But well, it leaves the invasion around p3. So white got in the top. This is a very powerful and solid move. It doesn't leave the follow-ups at 017 or other combinations in the corner, and prepares a jump at n15 to reduce the moyo. But now, black being sente, black can still make a Shimari, any kind of Shimari, p4, p3 or o4, because the Shimari already has two extensions, so it's pretty ideal to have this formation and the extension in both directions. So it looks good for black. Well, this move is also pretty large, most open side and good direction to play to approach the top left like that. White likes this kick. It's very AI oriented. It's an AlphaGo style of kick. That's why it's difficult to criticize that kick. I mean, in general, it's not great, but nowadays AI and top pros are playing it, so you can say it's a good move too. Here black can go all the way to c8 because this will threaten the corner. So when white defends, black can extend back, and it's a pretty nice formation. But it's also fine to play c10. If white plays another move, black will go for a Shimari. If white doesn't do anything on the left side, for example, white comes inside here, black can slide all the way to b6 later on. So white played this attach. That's also an AI style invasion. And here, black played Hane on the right side, but actually black can play q3 to go for territory in the corner. Then when white blocks, Atari and keep the corner safe. Then white extends for a base, or white turns first. But eventually white needs to extend, and the extension is quite over concentrated. So black will always block this in order to prevent the slide at k2 and put more pressure on the group. And when white keeps coming out like this, the extension at m3 is kind of close to the wall, so Black makes territory and white is ending up over concentrated or Korigatachi. So black played the Hane this way, but keep in mind Hane under at Q3. Now white's Hane in the corner, that's fine, connect also, and put pressure. This is a bit comfortable for white, the way he lives in the corner. So here black can also think about N3 for example, or O3. Then when white plays the attach, pull back, white comes out and jump. Well, white is alive in the corner because his group can also go into the center, but it seems like black builds more on the bottom and the right side this way. Also, it's good enough to play N3 and then think about a way to surround, so white will jump out, then leave the position like this and go for other moves. This one, or slide in the lower left, or invade the top, H17, that comes later. So playing the Keima, it just feels too good for white to play Keima O2 and leave. But at least this O4 is going to expand the center. H17 is a good move, invade the top. But playing Nobi, it's a bit slow. Black should Hane first. Now when white comes out, black can Nobi, but then white connects and then black needs to extend for a tiny base. So here white can combine a little bit these moves with the Sun invasion, then a peep, and then protect F18. So this way black is actually scooping out all the territory in the top, and now white has a group running into the center. So just Nobi, it feels a little bit slack, because the thing is, when you Hane, black will go up and then on the Nobi, black will block. But if you start with the Nobi first and white protects this way, on the Hane, white will not turn. White can Hane also or block the corner in order to stress the cutting point, and black has to protect, white will peep, and this is a heavy group and white's formation in the corner is quite solid. So white played the Hane, then Nobi, that's fine for black. Slide, this is good too. And now take the corner. Here white was supposed to defend, then black goes in the corner, white will push, catch 2 stones to stay connected, but black already damaged a lot. So it's not too bad for black. But white got very ambitious, good to sacrifice, and then black cuts the corner. Now here white tries to live inside, but black can actually kill everything by playing B17 or C17. Because for white to go D15 or E15 is not going to escape. The group is still surrounded, and if you try a move like C18 here as white, black captures faster. So black wins the semi in the corner, therefore the other stones on the outside will die. So the key point is not to play a cover at D15 or E15, because that's not threatening black at all, but go C17 or B17 or either B18, because when white plays moves like this, he can only make one eye in the corner. Yeah, so it's all that. So when black plays here, this gave white a little chance, then cut, and now white messed up again. White can actually Atari under, then Atari again, and the group is already alive in the corner. It's 4 in line easily. And if black captures, white will Atari. When black blocks, white can play B18, and again white has 2 eyes in the corner. So white could leave unconditionally, but he got ambitious to save that stone. Then black went down and captured everything. Now it's difficult to leave. And also this cut doesn't do much. Black can push again. Atari, oh wait, we start with this Atari first. Atari in the top, capture the 2 stones. So white has very few liberties in the corner and only space for 1 eye. No way to make 2 eyes anymore. But at the end, magic could happen. So white kind of gave up that corner, which means this is a good start for black. This looks like a promising game for black already, having such a nice territory here. And there is literally no compensation for white for losing that corner. That was originally white's corner and now it's dead. And white just played a desperate move at 06, threatening to come inside the Moyo. So black defense here, very nice. With this Q7, but actually it's more interesting to play the push, Hane, Atari, Atari again, and defend the right side, or like this. If white comes in, black can attach, go down, and it's all good. So those stones are connected. In fact, black doesn't even need to play that sophisticated, just extend q13. When white cuts, black can extend on the right, and if white connects here, it's not such a big deal. So this kind of fight is not even necessary. And if white goes down like this, black can come back and connect, and now white is still on the run. So black didn't need q7, it's more interesting to defend the wall, because in the top, white's formation is quite strong, and these 3 stones are quite far away from the middle side extension. So for white it's interesting to come inside q12, q13, which happened. And now, yeah, this attach is an option, but black should push in the corner, Hane, Atari, Atari, because this is going to give some eye shape. So when white plays here, black can come out like this, but after playing all these moves in the corner, then attach. Now when white plays Hane, pull back, connect, and make eye shape. Well, that group could leave, even in the actual game fight. Oh, it's very important for black to descend. This descent, it's actually threatening a connection underneath, so white will play either this one or descend, and now think about the turn. But again, black can push, Hane, Atari, Atari, all these moves are sente, then hanging connection to make eyes. Or wait, first you turn, white goes up because he doesn't want to be surrounded, then once you play this move, it's already alive, because there is an eye here and an eye in the middle. So that's the way to leave. That's exactly the order of moves. Once you turn, white can Hane like this. That's quite painful for the right side. So it just makes q10 feel wasted. Then block, go out. Here white should peep first to make black even more heavy. No time for this kind of move now. The group in the top right is still weak, so it's important to defend the weak first. And this is the sequence. If white goes no-b here, he will leave anyway, and it doesn't really impact the stones on the right, so you can just play away. Playing Hane here is like trying to force the eye of the group, but white is already out, so white can jump again and still put a lot of pressure on. Yeah, or surround this group on the side. So, Hane, oh. The vital point is still s15. If white plays Atari here, black will Hane and connect. And this is a way to leave. And if white plays Hane like this, Hane in the corner, push once and block like this, and there are the 2 eyes. Playing this solid move doesn't really give 2 eyes. I mean, when Hane and connect, it's only room for 1 eye, so the group can die. White protected here. That's a breather, because in this case Hane in the corner is sente, Hane like this and hanging connection, and that's enough space for 2 eyes. Oh, black shouldn't play the peep. More important to play Hane and leave. So now white sacrifices a couple of stones and kills the group. Actually here, if black plays this move, this is the last chance to leave, because this is threatening the connection underneath. White will capture the 2 stones, then Hane in the corner go down, and then just block here. And now there are the 2 eyes. We better give up the 2 stones and leave. Then take the 2 stones and die. White should actually kill like this, reduce the space. Yeah, this can be a little dangerous for white later on, but in the end, white manage. Push from behind. It's a way to compensate, huh? Anyway, right now, white killed this group pretty much for free, for these 2 stones on the right. Like black killed the top left corner, so now it's even again on killings. So here, let's see, maybe peep first, and then a move to go out between the groups. Yeah, anyway, that move is nice. It's a cap move, threatening to kill everything. More preparation, that's fine. Black can play more flexible, like this. If white goes for a wedge, Atari connect and connect, and this will hurt the left side. And also the top. So just no-b, keep everything separated. But if black doesn't kill anything, then it's really tough to come back in the game. So far white resists pretty well to the siege on the bottom side. And now all white has to do is to leave. Aye. Here actually, black can Atari this way to keep everything connected, and the 4 stones will die anyway. Now when white connects, black will go down and damage more. because these 4 stones, they will not escape. Even after white plays all these forcing moves, if white wants to escape on the bottom, white will just give more stones. So that's actually a good way to come back, because black lost this game only by 3 points, so damaging this area can be quite important. So Atari, connect, too bad. Oh, now it's an interesting situation. In fact, here black had a big chance to kill back the dragon in the middle. It's more interesting to block N4. This will separate the group and also has some impact on the lower stones. So if white manages some life in the center, eventually black will block here, then white has to go up, black will block again, and white needs to answer in the corner to stay safe. And all these moves are centered, so for black, this territory on the bottom will just get bigger. Oops, I jump ahead too much, so double up. Atari, Peep, some eye shape here. Yeah, kill the eye, that's good. Oh, wait a second. So let's say black plays this move. Oh, wait. So black pulls back, white cuts. White's only chance is to grab this group in the middle. But in the middle, black can peep like this. Then when white connects, black can push. White will play a Hane to escape. Black goes Atari and capture everything. So in fact, black can kill these guys to connect his group, and the large group in the center is dead. So this was black's chance to come back, kill a big dragon, and save the game. Instead of connecting. I mean, with this move, black wants to keep connected, but white can leave now. So no more dragon killing in the center, and the game is very close. Yeah, these guys will die. That's good. Yeah, more stones die like that. That move is not really necessary. Better push in the top, because here there are very few liberties in the middle. So attach here, white pulls back, Hane and connect its center. White has to go down. In fact, here on the right side, black can even think about the ko, Hane, and fight this kind of ko. This can be super dangerous for white. If black wins the ko, so for example, black plays Hane in the corner to threaten the life, takes back the ko, this is a local threat. Then block here, throw in, take back the ko. Now if white plays, let's see, some move that black doesn't answer, let's find that one. Push here, it's center, take back the ko. I don't know, like descend here for example, which is not such an impressive ko threat. When black captures the 2 stones, now the bottom group is in trouble. White can play this one and still live, but super small. White will get this kind of life twice. So it's a very positive ko in the corner. Good to remember it. Now black defends in the center to capture these guys, but they were dying anyway. That's good news for black. White played from the inside. Yep. Oh, this is not a move to answer right now. So how about play Atari in the center. If white connects, connect, and now the group dies. If white turns in the top, Atari, when Atari capture, there are very few liberties in the middle. When white goes here, take away liberty, white goes down, just Atari. And on this Atari, capture. Nothing happens. And now the dragon is dead again. So black came back in the game. You should take this opportunity and instead of reacting, just kill the center. If white blocks here, Atari from the right, Atari from this direction, then again, the semi, it's easy. Take away liberty, 2 more liberties in the center. So another big opportunity missed. It doesn't even matter if white lives in the top left corner when you kill the center dragon. Yeah, so white came back, and now endgame time. This move is not necessary. It's more important to play something like this. If white Hane, black cuts, Atari, Atari from the outside, oops, and connect. So even if white leaves inside, now the corner is in trouble. Another Tesuji is to play the second line move. Then when white pushes, black will go here, then cut, then push. Now when white cuts, I mean blocks with the Hane, black will cut. If white nobi, black can push again and jump. And now all those stones are captured. So actually white didn't reduce anything. He was a little bit greedy with this kind of O-gamer. For white the proper move is just a one space jump, which black will just block. So white got away with an overplay. And now for white to protect this, should come back with a Kosumi. This block is pretty big. Black can play Hane in center on the first line and then again punish with this move. White will bump, black goes up. White Kosumi, black separates. White tries to resist, black will push, cut and kill everything. So build more on the bottom side. Now here actually for white, it's more interesting to block this way. Or at least come back to with the Kosumi. The corner will leave bigger. This Hane was good. This is still kinda small. So just a small catch of one stone, but and white kept center. That Kosumi was big. This is fine too, but the order is to play wedge and then block. And now when white connects this way, white got 2 points less. If white defends here, there are 2 more points for white in that area. So already the game could become much closer. This kind of block is just a 1 point. More interesting to descent T11 because white never played the Atari. After the descent you can push instantes, so you can save a few extra points on the right. Here white can always Atari and destroy those points instantly. That was big. Actually white should play Atari here and then catch a stone. So now connect. Yeah, gotta capture eventually. Defense was good. Tuck, 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 tuck. Yeah, it's all fine. And nothing else can happen, huh? Except that white could live in the top left corner. So lots of interesting tactics to go over. But the most important and big opportunity for black was to kill this center when black had the chance and simply come back. But top left corner could die in a better way. Less agi top right corner shouldn't die, and the middle would be different. Better luck next time.